Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I am finally here showing you my work bag. It's actually the bag that I've been using to live my entire life. I do not use a purse really. I'll show you my wallet in a second. But this is what stores my wallet plus everything else that I need to carry around with me. Anytime I leave the house, this is what comes with me. As you probably know, if you've been a follower of my channel for a while, I do have a 6-year-old daughter and she's almost 9 months now, but an 8-month-old daughter. And so that requires a lot of like stuff to go with me. What I'm gonna do today, because this is Monday and I'm resetting for the work week and needing to pack this for work, I decided to go ahead and empty out the entire thing and show you the entire bag and then pack it with you so that way you can see what I carry with me to work. So I also will apologize for like weird angles. I don't have the correct setup right now to be able to kind of put the stuff like sitting up so that way you can see it go into the bag, so things will be sliding in sideways, but hopefully you'll still get the sense of what's going on here. Now this bag is with the brand Love Vook, Lovevook. I actually love this brand. I have several bags from them, several purses as well as this bag, and I just love the brand. It's very classic and classy to me. From what I can tell, they do have multiple different styles, but like I tend to lean to like very classic looks, and so I've of course picked up this bag, which is black with gold hardware, and so you'll see all the gold everywhere. And I have had this bag for I would say almost a year now, and it still looks fairly like nice and clean. Of course it's got scuff marks and the bottom looks really scuffed up just because of course I set it down on the ground and things like that, so it's dirty but it otherwise looks really like nothing's broken yet in the time that I've had it. So I'm going to, I think, start from the bottom and work my way up. So the very first reason I purchased this bag was because of this pocket right here. As I already mentioned, I have an 8-month-old, and I did buy this as basically a diaper bag. And one of the reasons I purchased this is because of this container right here. So this is an insulated lunch box, as you can see here. It is where I of course can put like my ice and just set things in there. I do pack it with lunch during the day when I go to work, but also I really needed a place to store the breast milk and my pumping equipment so that way I could pump at work, and so I purchased this bag so that way I could have this space for that. If you don't need the insulated bag, I would suggest purchasing like a cheaper version of this bag. This one was a little bit more expensive because it had this insulation, but I'll also show you in a minute how to kind of undo the insulation. And then it has like what I call my secret pocket here. It's not that secret, you can see that there's like a zipper, but this pocket, it's just a nice like padded pocket in the front, very roomy. I think I could probably fit my wallet in here, in fact, but I can definitely, like, for example, I'm just grabbing this, like this is my micro book. It definitely fits in there. It's quite big, so I would say quite roomy. Oops, I'm sorry for knocking the camera. Again, like, I am not set up to record this video, but I don't use that pocket in the front for anything. Sometimes I'll put my phone in there, but I don't like to zip things in and out. I don't like to pull my phone in and out of a zipper, and so I don't necessarily use this pocket for anything, but it is there. It's a very nice pocket. And then going up here, right above the insulated pocket, there's this zipper. This is, to me, more of a secret spot, but this one is kind of I would say it's almost like the size of a pencil bag, and in fact that's kind of what I use it for, is to put pencils, pens, and then like little things that I would put into a pencil bag, plus also things like my keys and things like that. And so again, I'll pack it with you in just a second so you can kind of see that. Okay, and then before I go into the main compartments, there's 2 of them, I wanted to show you the side. So there's one side over here. Again, this was meant to be like a diaper bag, I think. But on this side, there is like a little pocket with elastic, so it does expand, and it has kind of like this lift right here to where you can put like basically a baby wipes, and be able to pull out baby wipes straight from the bag. I don't use that for that purpose. I just use it to hold a cup. And then this side is the same thing, except it doesn't have the cutout for for the diaper wipes, so it's still like expandable. And so yeah, I use it basically to store my drinks, both sides of those. I use one for coffee, one for water, or if I'm not using both of them, I use this one, the one without the cutout, to store my phone. All right, and then a couple of other things is right here. There's this is definitely a secret pocket, but this is kind of like a very deep, like it runs. You can see my entire hand is in there, so it runs pretty much the entire, like almost the entire length of the bag, or sorry, the width of the bag, but it's a very deep pocket. You can definitely store like travel documents, tickets, passports, anything that you want to keep hidden, cash that you want to keep hidden and like really close to you on the other side, like next to your back, and not on the front where someone might be able to get into it. So that's kind of like the security pocket right there. And then it does have this band right here to tuck it with your luggage. So I think this is a perfect bag, like I said. It does also have but there's tons of features with this bag. I love this bag. All right, it also has here these two attachments to the backpack strap, and these are stroller straps. And so if you needed to just kind of hang it on your stroller, you like clip it and then just wrap it around your stroller, and it does have the two so that it hangs basically straight, and that is it. I think that's it for the design of the bag. Okay, so this is going to be the two main compartments. Now, again, I just love this bag. Okay, I'm going to show you the back compartment first. Again, one of the reasons I purchased this bag was to be able to store all the stuff for work. And one of the reasons, I mean, there's so many reasons I love this bag, but one of the reasons I really absolutely love this bag is as you can see here, it folds all the way open and it folds flat. So this is perfect if you're a traveler. I showed you some of the travel features on the back side with the clip and like the luggage strap and things like that. But this is also really helpful if you want to be able to scan through security. You are able just to put your electronics here. This fits an iPad, like I think a regular iPad and an iPad mini. It won't fit the Pro, but it'll definitely fit like a regular iPad. And then this back pocket will fit a laptop, and then you just strap it in. And I don't travel a lot, especially after 9/11. I haven't traveled a ton, but I'm pretty sure you can actually scan it just like this. You don't actually have to remove it from this in order to run it separately from the rest of your carry-on stuff, because it folds basically flat like this. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, I actually don't know for sure, but that's one of the features that was discussed on like the description. So like, I've not tested it, but I don't know for sure. But you can see it does fold basically all the way open. Okay, so I've actually had it, speaking of folding all the way open, I've had it actually unzip itself, so definitely make sure you zip it up all the way. I like to zip it on the bottom too, just because if it tries to unzip, you know, it won't unzip from that part, it will unzip from this part, right, in terms of gravity. Okay, and then the very last compartment is the main compartment. Now, if you open it up, it is quite big. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to show you all this. I keep knocking the camera too. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so this is the main compartment. On the back wall of the main compartment, it has like these pockets, which I sometimes put my phone in here, but normally I just store like planner supplies. There are two pockets for pens, or whatever. I have stored in here. At one point I was storing my gestational diabetes products, so that was stuck in here, like my needle to poke my finger, and then like the bag for it, so I stored that in here. All right, and then this compartment, I don't know if you can tell, but it's quite shallow right now, because the bottom of it is the insulated lunchbox part of it, and so it's got basically like a very shallow surface. I actually only need this much room to store like all the other things, because there's so many pockets in the bag. I don't need the like super long, deep kind of like all the way down kind of pocket. If I do, I just put stuff into the back pocket here with my laptop. But this is perfect for me to store like my wallet and like a couple of like computer peripherals. But if you needed it to be like an entirely like all the way down to the very bottom bag, it does have this partition. I don't know if I can do this on camera. Let me see. But like it kind of like has this Velcro, and you unvelcro it, and then it's basically on all three sides. And once you do all three sides, it just basically, you just push down the lunchbox. Hold on, sorry for the noise. All right, and then you just poke down the lunchbox here, and then this partition here basically has a resting. It has like some spots on the back wall where you can kind of like like attach the Velcro so that way it doesn't like get caught up in stuff. And now you have it basically all the way down like a regular backpack. You can't even see that. All right, but it basically now goes the entire depth and you don't have the lunchbox anymore. But again, I purchased this bag specifically for the lunchbox, so I need that. So I'm gonna reattach everything. I will put a link in the description to this bag. It's not an affiliate link, it's just my favorite bag from Amazon. I love this bag for all of the features that I talked to you about. I find that this is like the perfect bag. The only thing I would say I don't like about it is just how heavy it is, but you know, oh, I forgot to mention this too. On the inside here, there's a spot for you to store like a portable battery of some sort. Yeah, so you can stick that in there. And there's also on the front side another pocket as well. And this is a little bit deeper, and so again, you can store some stuff in here. Right, so there's so many pockets, so many like little nooks and crannies for this bag. I just love this bag. Okay, and so again, I'll link it in the description so you can kind of like take a look like with like pictures like the whole shebang. I lost a screw somewhere. I don't know where that came from, but I will link this in the description so you can see it. On Amazon, you can read the description, you can look at reviews, you can check out the price because I don't remember it at this point. But now what I'm going to do is load this up so you can kind of see how much it holds. And I will say, before I even get started, I have I'm sure at some point packed it all the way to the very max, and it's quite heavy, so definitely do not recommend if you don't need to carry that much stuff around with you. But generally speaking, when I pack it for work, it's quite light and it still has plenty of space. So let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how I do this for my Monday morning before I go to work. Okay, so step number one is going to be my computer. I always start off with this just because it helps stabilize the bag. I'm going to leave it laid down like this because actually this is how I do it anyway. But I can't remember which side I zipped it. Okay, so I put the laptop. I just slide it into its little laptop spot. I don't carry any iPad or anything like that with me to work, but sometimes I'll put in like my like a mini or an A5 planner sometimes, but usually I just use this pocket. I just leave it empty, and I use this pocket when I get to work to store things that I need to recycle. So any papers that I need to recycle, I store in there. Okay, so that's the first thing, and I just close that up. Okay, and then the other two things that I put in there are going to be my planners. So this is going to be my pre-planner, and then this is my Frankenplanned / like on the go planner, where I have basically just the week's worth of pages from all of my specialty planners, and that I just slip right in here. Now this spot right here, of course, the more you put in here, the less space you will have on the main compartment, but I have in the past put like an entire like big happy planner on expander discs, and it fits totally fine, or like 2 classic size planners on classic size discs, and that fits fine as well. I have never tried 2 classic size planners on expander discs, so I haven't done that yet. I don't know if that would fit. I'm assuming it would. You would just lose space in the front, but that's all I put in this back pocket. And again, I just stick my recycling in there as the day goes on. We don't have a recycling service at work, so that's why I do that. All right, so as I mentioned, I don't use these pockets for anything right now. Sometimes I'll put a pen or 2 in there, but I actually also put pens in this like pencil bag case right here. So really right now, the only thing, there's only a couple of things that I put in here. The first thing is going to be my wallet, and so I just take my wallet and put this in here. Now if I don't need to travel with like my planner, my all the other stuff that's going in here, then I will just take this and I can just like do a quick errand with my credit cards, my ID and cash and all that, and I can stick my phone in here. I can carry like a small micro planner in here, and so I will just take this to travel and run like quick errands, but for like a regular like everyday kind of experience, it just goes into this spot right here. Okay, and I know this is messy, but I have a couple of peripherals for my computer. I, of course, have my mouse for my laptop, and then I have my charging cord for my laptop, and I also, every once in a while, will carry a microphone because the microphone on just like the default one on my laptop is kind of like bad. It has like a little bit of an echo, so I do use a mic for that. Generally speaking, I do put these pieces into like a bag, but I can't find my bag right now, so I'm just gonna stick it in just like that. And I know it's totally messy, you guys. Normally I would have it in a bag, like I said, but I can't find the bag. All right, and there's one other thing that goes in here. Right, that's gonna be like, okay, TMI maybe, but like these are like the pieces for my breast pump, right? So it's basically, as you can see, like electronics plus my wallet, which goes in here. And when I need to run an errand, like between, like on my commute between home and work, I'll just carry my wallet. I'll just pull that out and just carry that into the store, and I'll be able to leave my bag at home. All right, in this pocket right here, my like the little pencil bag kind of pocket, I carry basically like beauty supplies, chapstick, lotion, hand sanitizer, and then my keys are in here as well. So I won't show my keys for work because it has my ID on it, but like all of these things go into this pocket right here. And then if I don't have a pencil or a pen on hand, I'll stick the pencil and pen on there as well. And I'm putting my keys in there because I definitely need that. Right, and then I zip that up. Right, and then like I said, I don't put anything into this front part, the secret pocket right here. But I do, and I won't put it on video, but I do need to put in my food, my lunch, in here. So I won't do that on video just because like it's not quite time. But I do need to put, this is like the rest of my breast pump parts, and as well as the bottles. So I put that in there. I'll put a piece of like one of the ice packs in here, and as well as my lunch. So that goes on this other side, right? And that just goes like right here. Okay, and then like a couple of other things. I do have this. This is my nursing shawl. I'm not packing this, but I did want to at least mention this. When I don't have my lunch and I don't have my breast pump parts in here, and I don't use it as like a lunch bag, sometimes, you know, like to use it as a diaper bag, I basically put my nursing shawl and then like diapers and diaper wipes in here, and so I convert this into like the baby space. So it doesn't have to be used as like an insulated spot, but I do mostly use it for lunch, but I also could just use it as like a separate spot to store like I said, diapers, diaper wipes, and my nursing shawl. I won't pack this for work though. I just wanted to put it out here that I do convert this space as needed. Okay, and then the last two things, which will be very difficult, I think, to get this on camera, are my two bottles, right? And so I have right here my water bottle, which I just purchased. I love this thing already. Day 3 of using this. I need to drink more water, and I really need to drink more water. So I purchased this from Amazon, and it's Zibtes, Zibtes. It's a 40 ounce, so it's quite heavy, but I just basically refill it once in the morning and then refill it right after lunch, or at least try to. Sometimes it gets all the way to like when I do school pickup, and I refill it, but I do try to drink 2, and that gives me 80 ounces, so I think that's good. And then this is my super old Starbucks cup that I got from my sister a long time ago as a Christmas gift, and I'm still using, still going strong with it. It's like super dented. I drop it all the time, but I put my coffee in here, and these two will go into the side pockets. And so one will go on the side. It doesn't matter which one in my mind, but I'll just slip it into the pocket. I'm trying to do this without like knocking the camera everywhere. And I don't even know if I'm in frame, honestly. And then the other will go on the other side. And so that is packed. That's what I got fit in there. And I will put in some footage of like what it looks like just sitting on the ground. I won't do it with me wearing it just because, you know, it's a backpack. But as I lifted it down, it was quite heavy. So again, I don't necessarily encourage you to like stuff it to the max. It's quite heavy, but definitely it's one of the benefits of a backpack is to try to distribute the weight a little bit. So yeah, that's it. I know this was kind of a long-awaited video. I've been saying since May that I would record this video, but then with summertime coming around, I use this bag a little bit differently. But now that it's back to being a work bag, I'm super excited to show you this video and just kind of show you how I have it set up, and how I basically set it up every Monday to make sure that I'm ready for the work week. So again, I will link the bag in the description so you can take a look at it if you would like to. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.